Hey there, welcome to the Road Relics family. Join me, Big Mike, as we check out junkyards on the hunt for rusty gold. Check out this step back in time, a 1931 Chevy. Is that cool? Look at it, it's even got a sunroof. All right. You gotta love that. Now look at this bad boy here. We've got an Oldsmobile Super 88. I think it's 1957, 58. Oh, here's a Mustang. Gotta love that. Nice classic. And then here we go on. This is a 1940s DeSoto. And then we got grills galore. And I even got a white bus. Now we're going to take a look and wander through the junkyard and see what we can find. There's a Mustang. And today I've got something special for you. We're here at Happy Valley Auto Parts in Maricopa, Arizona. A parts yard of classic cars and trucks. Just waiting for you to check them out. And just the stories these things could tell, it'd be amazing. And we're just going to kind of take a walk through some automotive history. That's what's just so neat about these old junkyards. I mean, if you're like me, you just love looking around and just seeing what's here, seeing what might work for some projects, and nothing else, just appreciating what this old iron was. There's a nice old T-Bird right there. On that's pretty cool. Somebody pulled the motor on that one. There's another one. But, you know, just it's hard to have a bad day at the junkyard. So join me and we'll take a walk through and check everything out. I have a passion for these old junkyards. But you ever wonder what happens to some of the cool old cars you've seen in old junkyards? One of the things that we need to remember is these places, there's not as many as there used to be 10, 15 years ago. And we need to do what we can to help support these places. Whether you're getting your parts or getting a new car, project truck. It's one of the things, if you want these places to be around, we need to go ahead and keep supporting them. I mean, the history and the stories that these cars and trucks would tell is pretty crazy. I mean, they're a piece of history. And it's not just about a lot of the old cars disappearing. It's also a value thing. A lot of these old cars and trucks, to be honest with you, I'll take a 12-valve Cummins and a nice old Ford any day over the brand new trucks in the last 5 years. I mean, you think about it, they're actually good investment. You can buy a classic car and you're not losing money every day. Even if you put money into it, you know, you don't need a show car every day. I mean, you can if you want. That's up to you. But looking into getting a classic, you know, something there, it's a piece of art, and there's something that hold their value. It's actually a good investment of money most of the time, especially nowadays with car prices and truck prices so outrageous. It makes a lot of sense to go ahead and look and have something that's unique and, you know, shows your style on everything. Now, one of the neat things about, you know, what we do out here is showing you these old junkyards, and hopefully you see something that you want to restore or the parts that you need to restore your own project. And plus, I just have a lot of fun coming out here. I mean, you know, it's a rough life when I've got to go ahead and explore an old junkyard. Now, I will say I did have to go ahead, and it was about a 2.5, 3 hour drive coming out here. I have to keep going further and further to find unique junkyards and stuff like that. Now look, here's a 1961 Mercury Monterey. Pretty cool. And it looks like we got an old van there. 5-window truck. I can't tell from the backside which one that is, but definitely a neat old 5-window. Got a lot of, you know, one thing, station wagons is kind of starting to come back into a fad lately. But, you know, it's a good investment. If you're looking to have something you like, make yourself a neat 4x4, old Ford Highboy or Chevy and International like these are. I mean, once you put the money into it, you can't buy the new car for the same kind of money, and you got a piece of history and a classic. You know, who wants to be the same as everybody else? You guys have been working on this stuff, and you know what this stuff is, and you know how valuable and important it is. Just make sure you keep this stuff and keep it alive, the classic cars and classic trucks. I mean, half the stuff nowadays is plastic. This is real metal. A lot of it is made in Detroit. You know, it's just amazing what you see out here. We're going to take a walk around. This junkyard has over 1,500 cars and trucks out here. So it's a big yard. Back here is, I think it's some of the extra bumpers, rims, kind of a whole mix you're seeing right here. And the weather's just been beautiful out here. It's probably 70 degrees. Just gorgeous day to walk around in the junkyard. But like I said, these are used for parts cars, most of them. But there are some stuff you might be able to, you know, you can buy a complete car too if you want. There's a neat old truck right there. Might be able to use a cab, something like that on there. It took me probably about 2 hours walking through this junkyard, and that was just kind of casually walking, seeing what was out here. I did really enjoy, though, when I was up front. They also had everything from the old badges to the hood ornaments to all that kind of stuff, and old license plates that were for sale. So there's even stuff if you just want to visit and you're from out of town, you can come visit. They've got small things you can take away too. The nice thing about Arizona junkyards is you usually don't have near the rust that you have back east. You know, back east on those roads with all the salt, I mean, everything was just holes and everything, but you don't have that case as much. I mean, some of these cars do come from back east occasionally, but you usually have a better shot at having something that's a little less rusty out here. As you can tell, it's just a beautiful day out. And I just think it's, you know, this is a family-owned business that they have here. And definitely a good thing to help support. And there's just a lot of interesting and different things. They'll let you, like I said, I mean, there's doors, tailgates, grills. You know, they've got the vintage stuff here, so it's definitely can work for you. Now, one nice thing about out here is they also have it set up in different areas. I think the first area we were at was more the Ford area. They have a Chevy, kind of the Dodge, a Chrysler. I believe that's a T-Bird right there, I think. On that, I might be wrong on some. Well, there's a Plymouth right there, so maybe that wasn't a T-Bird. But look at that hood ornament. That's pretty fun. So here's the deal. We're starting to see fewer and fewer classic car junkyards out there. And we need to start caring more about them and go through and support them. You know, they have overhead just like everybody else does, where you have employees and rent and everything else. But if we want to have this stuff around, we need to support these people. And if you're a big fan of the old cars and trucks and just think they look cool, or, you know, it's a good place to go. Not to mention, hey, it's a good day just going out of the junkyard. It's hard to have a bad day at the junkyard. Well, one thing also is, you know, make sure you teach your kids and grandkids and stuff. Get them appreciation of this type of stuff. I mean, if we all work together, we can go ahead and keep these old cars and trucks on the road. Don't let them disappear. Keep the memories of this stuff alive forever. And drive them and have fun. I mean, there's nothing more fun than going through and rolling the window down, cranking the tunes, and just driving down the road in your classic car or truck. I mean, that's why we do some of this. You know, unfortunately, I'm not a mechanic, but I have mechanic friends, so I'm able to get things done. And I know you guys out there have a whole mix. Some of you are mechanics, some of you are not. Some of you just love the old classic cars and trucks. And that's part of the history. You know, I even have a store up on Route 66, and the history of Route 66 is cool, and that history is all about old cars and trucks and the different things up there. This is, like I said, this was about 2.5, 3 hours from my place. I live in Chino Valley. Well, depending on what you're looking for, a little bit of everything. It's an old Dodge van, looks like. I believe that's a old Buick right there. Maybe it might be a Super 88. I think that's what that is, with those side, like chrome rings on the side there. Old rag top there. Old Mustang, what, 66, 67 maybe? And then we come over here, and this is a neat old car here. It's a DeSoto 1940. Had a great grill on those. It's a good looking car. Might be a fun one for somebody to try to restore. Ford there, I believe. Little panel van up top. And in the comments, there's Nova. That's the nice thing about this place. I mean, they've got, whether it's Chrysler, Dodge, Ford, Chevy, Pontiac, they've got almost every brand here. I'm not seeing many foreign cars, so they pretty much looks like American cars for the most part, which is what I love anyway. I'm a big fan of the American trucks and muscle cars and stuff like that. That's kind of a fun old truck right there. Seems you guys make some pretty neat tow trucks and stuff like that with those. There's a 75 Blazer. This bumper's kind of a fun bumper here. That's the one thing about a lot of these old 50s cars and trucks. Some of them had some really cool bumpers that they used, especially in the 50s. The Trans Am right there. Now here we go. That's a Super 88. I'm not sure if that's a 57 or 58. The trim's throwing me off, because on the other ones I see that trim that you see on the back, kind of that arrow shape, was towards the front. So maybe you guys can help me out. I was trying to look it up and I just couldn't find it, but I believe it's 57 or 58 Super 88. They're cool looking though. This is something somebody needs to pick up and restore. I mean, it's just got a classy look right there. Put a big motor in that. Give it that stance. And check out the grill on this bus. Is that awesome? It even has some car from the Sun Devils on top. ASU Sun Devils. Not sure what that car was all about, but kind of interesting. The shapes and the contours of especially a lot of the 50s cars, I mean, they had a look to them. That is, those, and then I love a lot of the late 60s stuff. The Mach 69 Mach 1s. Haven't seen any of those in here. We did see, what is it, 66, 67 Mustang, I think. But that's the one thing. These old cars, they just got a lot more style than a lot of the newer stuff does. This one was kind of interesting. Just the wings in the back kind of intrigued me. I had to come over here and take a little closer look. Not even sure what the car was, but look at those wings on that bad boy. That thing's almost like a Batmobile with those wings. But I had to go check it out. It looked pretty cool. And right there's that Super 88. That's a pretty cool car right there. That definitely needs to be restored by somebody. I don't know. I just love the chrome and the way that thing's set up. You can take a look back here. We've got a couple more fun cars. Like I said, if you need parts, or that looks like the same model car right there. Super 88, I think. And just walking, like I said, it was about 2 hours of walking around here. So if you watch this video, you get the 20-minute reduced portion right here. Because this is a big lot. Looking at all this stuff here. That 1,500 plus cars is crazy. It's kind of a cool one. 4-door. Looks like it might be suicide doors on the back door there. And like I said, a lot of them have been pretty parted out, but you might find some stuff, or you might find something that you buy the whole car out. There's an old Chevy pickup right there. That's what C10 looks like. A lot of old doors. We actually use a lot of those. We pick those up and get them with the advertising on them, or put advertising on them sometimes just to look good for man cave and stuff like that. Yeah, all sorts of old doors right there. Kind of listen to the music as we look around. The whole mixture. They do have the yard kind of split up, kind of letting you take a look around. See what there is. The nice thing is you find something, you can always head on out. There's 75 Blazer. That's a pretty good truck right there. I'm actually picking it pretty rusty, but I just picked up getting pretty soon. I got a 6970. I'm just kind of interested looking at this. But those are pretty fun. They look really sharp when you get them all fixed up. There's the other side of it. You can see. Still got the motor in it. Take a look at a couple of the other trucks or a couple other old cars and trucks over here. He's a big boy, but it might make kind of a fun tow truck. Seen them using those or some of those COEs sometimes. Turn them into tow trucks to haul their classic cars and stuff like that around. Got doors galore out here though. And the grills, like I said, but it's hard to have a bad day at the very front. There's tons and tons of love. You know, find there's a little Chevy van grills. Oh, there you go, Chevy van. Needs a new front. Love that emblem on it. I'm kind of just trying to get back into some of the areas here. If we can get back in here, kind of run out of roads. Kind of getting towards the back of the lot. No more roads, so you have to kind of get in here and dig around a little bit. Give you kind of an overview of the yard. My fake drone, I got a stick that goes 8 foot in the air, so I have to do my fake drone going for it.